Let me tell you one more story that I experienced here a few years ago. I was in the nation of Costa Rica in Central America. Right off the coast, about a quarter of a mile, sat a giant rusting ship. I couldn't believe it floated, a giant ship. It was a canning ship for the CCP. They were canning fish there. I said, how did that happen? A few years before that, China came in their Silk Road Initiative, like they do all over the world. They came to Costa Rica and said, we're going to build you some bridges. They built 3 or 4 bridges in the nation of Costa Rica, and they said, in exchange for that, we want fishing rights. Costa Rica said, fine, as long as you stay out beyond 3 miles. China didn't respect any of that. Costa Rica has 3 ships in its entire Navy. They don't have an army since 1955. So here's what China does to the entire world. They go in, they rape the fisheries of the nations around the world. They destroy the fisheries with gill nets and netting processes. They take every damn thing that swims. They kill everything. And the people in Costa Rica, the fishery is destroyed. They can't do a thing about it because China just goes, so what? What are you going to do about it? You're Costa Rica. You got 3 boats. You're going to fight the Chinese Navy? No. But they do this in Africa. They do it in Central America. They're now very tight in Venezuela. They're very tight in Peru. They're very tight now moving into Brazil. The Chinese Communist Party is a disease. It is a cancer upon the world that is metastasizing at a rate that most people do not understand. Let me add one more thing to that. Of the pigs alive in America today, 1 in 4 pigs in America owned by the Chinese Communist Party that has come to America, set up shop, bought farmland, bought farms, bought the meat processing plants. Smithfield was bought for several $billion by the Chinese Communist Party 15 years ago. So Smithfield, one of the largest meat producers and packers in America, controlled exclusively by the Chinese Communist Party. The only one left is Tyson. Every other major meat packing company in America is owned, run, and controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. That's a fact. And so when you start controlling the food, the distribution, the messaging by way of buying off all of the media, the social media, and everything else, yes, we should decouple from the CCP. Yes, we should hold them militarily responsible. Yes, we should hold them right for their human rights abuses of the United Nations. We should hold them accountable for everything right down the line, because communism in general is the biggest crime perpetuated on humanity in the 20th century. 50 million people died in Russia, many at the hands of Stalin and then the people that came later. Chairman Mao and the people that came, 80 million. And then the people that came later. Don't kid yourself. Xi Jinping, he's killed many. You look at Pol Pot in Cambodia. If you look at communism, if you look at tyranny, if you look at dictators, it is a history of corpses and bodies and destruction, and the destruction of the human spirit every step of the way. The one thing I can say about communism, it is 100% successful in destroying nations and killing people.